Hello, tower lovers everywhere. It's Friday the 3rd of April and we're in lockdown in Brighton. And ever since the beginning of this year, whenever I've been doing readings, it's been amazing how positive those readings have been for everyone. And this is in January and December. And I actually mentioned this to people, that the readings have been really popular. And they are continuing to be popular because even though we're in lockdown, and this is my flat, if I look out the window, I can see the sea on Brighton seafront. We can still go for walks here. We can go to the shop, to the supermarket and the pharmacy. And we can walk along the seafront, do exercise. Though the police will move you right if you stop moving. And life is pretty good. I've got so much time to do so many books and rides and do courses and do online readings, and doing lots of online readings for people. So if you want a reading, online readings work really well, and sometimes they actually work better than face-to-face, bizarrely. So a friend of mine said to me the other day, you really need to do some readings on YouTube again. And the problem has been setting up a space in my flat, 'cause it's not very big. And I finally come up with this where I can actually do a face to camera, then I have to stop because I'm on my own, and then we can look at the cards again. So this is the Thoth tarot deck, the one I use, and the spread I use is called the opening of the key spread. And to do this, we cut the cards into 4 piles, and we turn the cards over, and the 4 piles represent the past, fire, water is desires, air is worries and problems, things you avoid, and earth is the future. And it's an incredibly powerful system of knowledge that we're actually dealing with here. You'd be amazed. So I want to do a reading every day, see where it takes us and what comes up. So I'll have to stop this, move the camera to look down on the table, and then we'll do the reading. So here we have the 4 piles of cards, and we'll just go through them first. So this is the past. We have the Princess of Wands. So this is a fire card and a fire position. Then we have the Moon card. This appeared yesterday, and the Moon represents deception, and confusion. It often appears in relationships where people don't know what's going on. The worries is oppression. So this would be, the worries are the things that you avoid going near. So for the oppression card, this would be avoiding being hurt or put in a situation where that you're oppressed in some form. And for the future, because of these kind of fears and things, you end up with the 5 of Swords, defeat. And it's the feeling of, well, there's not much point in doing anything, is there? Because it's probably going to go wrong. So it sounds like quite a negative reading. So what we can do is to sort of look at the cards underneath, just to see what else is going on. And for the Princess of Wands, there's the Princess of Swords. So this is interesting. So this shows the Princess of Swords is a controlling, obsessive woman, and he often represents an enemy as well. So there's something going on between these girls, these women, that's making a problem. So there's the Moon card, and underneath is the 4 of Wands. So it suggests, now interesting, so that this card here, the Moon, is actually to do with Pisces, which finishes on the 21st of March. Then we go into Aries. And the card underneath is the 4 of Wands, and this is the end of Aries. So this is talking about the end of April, sorry. So this is the third decanate of Aries. So this is a card that things change around that time. And for the worries and the things of fears, the colour underneath is the sun. The sun is a good card. It represents happiness and the family and things going right. So it could also be worries about the family in this case as well. And for the future card, it's the Princess Disc. Wow. So now we have three princesses very close together. Princesses or pages, if you didn't know the Rider-Waite deck or the Knave, they are in the Earth position and they represent the outcome. And the Princess of Disc is actually the signature card of the Book of Thoth, the Thoth Tarot. Actually, all tarot decks is the page of Princess is the card because it's the last, and when you get to the last, you go back to the beginning again, which would be the Fool. So there is her in all her glory. So what do these cards really tell us? These cards show fear, worry, paranoia, concern, which a lot of people are experiencing at the moment with the COVID virus. But actually, you know, the thing about fear is if you buy into fear, you feel really, really bad. But it's only bad for some people. I mean, the health workers and the people who are dying and sick. In England, in the UK apparently, on average, 1,600 people die every day. That's out of a population of 65 million or something like that. That's every day, 1,600 people die. And at the moment, 700 people are dying from the virus. So half the deaths in this country at the moment are from this virus. Now, it'll be interesting to see later on, because yes, the coronavirus is killing is half the death rate at the moment, but also the air pollution levels have dropped dramatically. I have a bit of a cough, and it's got better over the last week because there's less air pollution. There are no planes flying. When the sky are blue, it's clear. There are no vapor trails. The air is fresher. People are living a more healthy life because they're not stressed by all these things. And some of the people who are sick and dying have contracted the virus, and they've died anyway. So epidemiologists will have a field day for many, many years to come, analysing the data and seeing what really happens at the moment. It's interesting. I mean, when you walk around, go to the supermarkets, and people are standing 2 meters apart from each other outside the supermarket, patiently waiting to go in. And what you notice is silence. People are standing there quietly. You don't hear coughs, you don't hear sneezes, because the people are out and about walking. They're healthy. It's bad for it's bad for the people who work in the health service and nurses. I know nurses who are working in the NHS at the moment, and they tell me what's going on. It's pretty horrendous with the shortages of safety equipment and masks and all these kind of things. But just in perspective, take away the fear, and lots of good positive things are going to come out of this, believe me.